Hello!
Hello!
And welcome to...
Forgot that was on.
Yeah. Welcome to The Talking Point, our pre-podcast ramble. Brought to us this time by microbeers, small brewers.
Yeah,
I'm drinking Hard Knot Cold Fusion.
I went for some American Blue Moon thing, which... I've always been told Americans don't do beer well, and I've had lots of American friends tell me they do. I hope this isn't an example of American beers.
It's not good.
No. I mean, it looks like a sample.
It does look a bit
cloudy,
sampley.
That's the weird thing. I realise some are cloudy, but...
Oh, well, there's nothing we can do about it. So, last week's topic, where we were asked, do we play any board games, and had to unfortunately say categorically, no.
No, we don't.
So we asked for suggestions of what other people do play, and what they think we should play. And I am tempted now, I really am. I think we should get together a group of us at some point and play through one of these games.
Well, we've got the zombie game.
We've got the zombie
Dungeons
game.
and Dragons we can play.
We can record another round of the Creationary.
Oh, that was... In case anyone's never played Creation, it's Lego Pictionary. So you have all the bits for Lego, and you have to build things. And on the box, it shows some child Lego character building a Lego dinosaur.
There's no way you could build it. There aren't enough
Given
bits.
30 minutes, I managed to build something that closely resembled, but didn't look quite as good as this child's dinosaur they apparently did in 30 seconds, because you've only got a short time. It resorted to us holding up a green tile, pointing at it, until somebody said grass. Put it on the floor, stand on it. It was pretty much a mime show with Lego by the end of it.
Yeah, but I think we could crack that out again. And our suggestions then, starting with Facebook this week. Roy, there's Google for a reason. Difficult to answer because I know the name's in Dutch, not English. Google.
Yeah, you could have told us them in Dutch and we could translate. I mean, it's not difficult. Even then, I'd worry what kind of games Roy would come out with. I know his sense of humour, and I dread to think what he'd translate to.
Yeah. Mr. Lockwood on Facebook asked why there are no crossover games, such as Cluedo mixed with Guess Who.
I have no idea how that would even work. I think it was somebody with a moustache in the library.
Mr. Black survived the ordeal and has to give the artist descriptions of the attacker in the study.
Different.
I reckon that could work. Tim Hassall came with... he likes to go back to the classics like Ludo, Risk, and Star Wars Monopoly.
I'm with him on Risk, actually.
Yeah.
Although my brother kicks my ass at it every single time. I don't know how he does it. I think he just gets Australia. I think Australia is the key in it, because there's only one way in.
Yeah.
So once you've got Australia, you have a base to attack from, and maybe he's just better than me at it.
No, I was saying...
I'm still going to claim it's Australia.
And my brother went with Doctor Who Monopoly, which I didn't know existed.
No, me neither. But then again, you've got Star Wars. You've got Hulopoly, Chavopoly.
Yeah.
Well, Daxandopoly. Yes, I've got that one.
Well, we've got the Nightmare Before Christmas, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got the Nightmare Before Christmas Monopoly upstairs and the Oxford Monopoly.
It's getting out of hand, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
There's too many monopolies.
Yes.
And then you even get McDonald's Monopoly, which I found out the other day. You know, our top prize is like win £100,000 or something. In America, it's $5 million.
Yeah, well, they sell a fuck of a lot more burgers in America.
Yeah, fair point. And also in Japan, they make a better McDonald's than America. Apparently.
I'll believe you.
Random things thrown out here. But what else we got?
So, on to the YouTube comments, and Mr. Lockwood popped up there as well, and said that Mousetrap.
Do you ever feel like you're being followed?
I do think I am.
Yeah.
Then again, I do nudge him for an answer every week. So
yeah, that's probably it.
He really should come and join in on the show.
I was actually round at his house a couple of hours after he sent that, so he told me what he'd put. So, because apparently he didn't watch as far as Kerplunk. He was listening whilst he typed, then he pressed enter, and then he heard, "Is Kerplunk a board game?" Oh! So unfortunately, bit of repetition, but never mind.
Adam OMC suggested we should try Settlers of Catan, as it will lead to many arguments.
Never even heard of it. What?
It's a very, very complex and mental board game.
Oh god. We struggled with the zombie one, which I swear the rulebook pretty much just said.
Do you want to read?
Take one step at a time.
Do you want to read Michelle's comment? Because she's at it again.
Oh god. Just pick one. So we got Risk because she's good at it. She's terrible at Monopoly. What? I'm confused. This doesn't even make sense.
This reads as the coffee-fueled rant of a madwoman, and it probably was. Right, do you want me to try it?
I'll read it as it's punctuated.
Yep.
Risk. I'm pretty damn good at Risk, but I'm terrible at Monopoly. Play it careful. The people who buy all the things monopolise you. Buy all the things? You run out of money and lose. How do you make it win? Ha! I will take you to war with my Risk armies, Mr. Monopoly Man. In the face! What the hell is she on? We were bad enough with a coffee, but that is just...
No, that's...
Is that how she structures sentences? Like when you're talking
quite a lot, yes.
Is this... I've met her, haven't I? Is this...
No, that was Mel.
No. Oh, yeah. So I've not met this one.
Michelle was supposed to be there but didn't turn up. She will be at the next games night, apparently. Which we need to organise.
Okay. I'll prepare myself.
FireHawkShadowchild came with King of Tokyo, Robo Rally, Munchkins, and Arkham Horror.
Ooh. Never heard of any of those.
Now, he did think that we might not have, so he's given descriptions for each. So King of Tokyo is a game where you play a movie monster and try to invade and stay in Tokyo and or destroy all of the monsters.
Cool.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Robo Rally is a game where you program robots using direction cards and try to get to all the waypoints without having others shoot or push you from the board.
How have we never seen these board games?
But I don't know.
We've been stuck with Kerplunk all these years.
Munchkins is a card game which strips all of the numbers and story from RPGs and leaves characters, monsters and loot. So none of the complex RPG stuff, just basically,
Quest for epic loot.
Yeah. And Arkham Horror is a Lovecraft-inspired co-op game. And just... that's it.
Done.
You sold me in 4 words. Lovecraft-inspired co-op game.
You can't beat a bit of Cthulhu.
Yeah. All hail Cthulhu.
I still remember I played it. I can't remember what game it was now. I'm quoted on the back of it. It probably wasn't a big game in hindsight. But that was Lovecraft inspired. It was great. That was actually my first foray into Lovecraft. Dark something. Have you got it? It was dark something.
Darkness Within 2.
Darkness Within, that's the one. It wasn't the best game, but there's something about Lovecraftian horror. Big tentacly people and lizards and things. It's all good fun.
Stuck behind the camera tripod so you can't see it.
Never mind. I just make a fool of myself discussing Lovecraftian horror when I've never even read the... Is it the...
Necrochromicon.
That's the one. I knew it ended with Chromicon. I've seen it in
Comic-Con.
the shop. Yeah, I almost bought it. It took up a shelf.
All the hells of earth come from the end of Comic-Con.
Actually, I can imagine they do, seeing how people dress. But did we get a...
We didn't get a question. So, I've thought of one.
It's not Pixar, is it?
No. No.
Okay.
Because I think you'll be able to manage this one.
Okay.
If you had to be teleported into a game, which game would you be teleported into? So, which game world would you want to live in? That's too much thinking.
I think I would probably go... I'd say Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto would be good.
The reason for this is it's a massive world. The chance of me running into that knobhead who keeps running people over and shooting people, not that likely. Granted, more likely than real life.
Yeah.
But there's actual things to do. Any game with a lot of side quests means I would have pastimes.
Yeah.
I'm probably being really mundane with this description, but I've actually thought it through. If I won't get bored in Grand Theft Auto. Whereas if I
No, that's a genuine reason.
If I went for a stupidly happy game, they never address what people do in their spare time.
No.
They're just there. You'd be an extra, just stood there in the background waiting for a dragon to go by. All right. It'd be rubbish. What about you? What would you go for?
See, I'm kind of torn on this because one part of me wants to say, strangely, Gran Turismo.
Actually, yeah, you just get to race cars around a track.
You
There
get
is
to
no side quest.
You get to race cars around. Your side quests are earning enough money to buy new and more powerful cars. You can't crash, so you can't die.
You made yourself the lead character. What does that say about me? I made myself an extra. I was some guy just wandering around the streets of Grand Theft Auto. Oh, now I feel bad.
No, you don't have to be a lead character. I could just be one of the other random races, but they're still earning money and still driving fucking fast cars.
Fair point. But what do you do between races? If somebody logs off, what do? You can't race at that point.
Yeah, but you've got all that money, so you could just go on a holiday.
You're stuck there in the pit. What if you're the bad racer? What if you can't pick what racer you are and you come out as the guy in the Mazda Demio that barely moves, rolls almost over on every bend, and never wins a race?
Yeah.
What happens? You don't get women, you don't get money, and you're stuck in a Mazda Demio. Life can't... you drive off a bridge. Except for you can't, because it's Gran Turismo. You can't go off bridges. You can't even roll it and try and kill yourself.
So Gran Turismo's out.
Pretty much stuck.
So we've eliminated Gran Turismo then. GTA is still an option.
Basically, Gran Turismo would become mundane.
The Mushroom Kingdom, not a chance in hell. I'm not going anywhere near that hellhole. Talking turtles, bestiality, walking mushroom people.
Maybe we should change this to if you could pick a character in a game world. So any character from any game in any game world. I realise suddenly that opens up the field to fuck. How am I going to think of one quickly? But there's so many. I'd probably go Batman.
Yeah.
Because if you could be anyone in the world, be Batman. That's the rule. You wouldn't want to live in Batman's world, would you? Let's be honest. It's a bit grim.
That's the because there you're talking. Batman's world is effectively the entire DC universe. So there you're extending out. Because what I was thinking, I wasn't thinking. My other option was going to be not a specific game, but a game world, and that's the Sonic the Hedgehog game world, because of the sheer variation in levels that have appeared in that game's past. There's been casinos, there's been giant planets made out of donuts and sweets. So you've got infinite food.
Horrible flashbacks to my youth. I'm underwater. The music's getting faster. It's not a nice experience.
You've got a robot army that you can take over, because Eggman wouldn't put up much of a resistance.
Who would you be in the Sonic universe then?
I would be Eggman, but I'd do it properly. Sonic would be dead.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking so far I've got Batman and GTA, but I'm just thinking everyone would look to me to kill the bastard who's killing everyone.
Yeah.
I just want to retire and go play golf or go fly a car, a plane or something.
So you want to be in the Top Spin games then?
What?
Golf games, Top Spin.
No, because then all I can do is play golf and nothing more. We need one.
Well, no, because now you've got the golf buggies and you can go for a ride.
I'm trying to think of a game with the most variety, but I think Grand Theft Auto's it, isn't it?
Grand Theft Auto would be
that comes
Saints Row. To bring it in.
I've just got Batman with a dildo sword. It's simultaneously the most and least intimidating thing in the world. Yeah, I think that's a nice rounded conclusion. So Batman in Saints Row with a dildo sword. This is Cluedo, isn't it? No, I'm going to go GTA, Batman. Are you going Sonic World?
I think I'm going with the Sonic universe. And as the replacement, as myself, purely as the replacement for Robotnik, because I think I could do a better job of controlling those robots than he did.
Yeah, the robots, they should do everything you say, but they had fear.
Yeah,
they
ran away, and I'd programmed that out of them.
The fact is, he programmed it in.
Yeah.
What use could you have for giving a robot fear?
And basically, he may be fast, but if you put a wall in front of him, he's got to run into it. Lock him in a box and he's fucked.
You said Sonic. Are you sure you didn't mean Wile E. Coyote? Sonic is pretty much Robo.
Or even better, get your robots into the Emerald stages. Get the Emeralds before the fucker. Stop him becoming supersonic, but use the power yourself.
I think that's a natural...
I think that is a natural point to stop that one.
Pretty much, you're analysing enemies in games. You're supposed to be against them and nothing more. You're supposed to just kill them, be happy you freed all the little fairy animals.
No, I was annoyed that Robotnik was such a retard.
I was annoyed those animals weren't thankful.
No, they just bugger
you
off.
break them out of a chamber and they just fuck off in every direction. He's a hedgehog, for God's sake. He's not going to hurt you, is he? The hedgehogs hurt things?
They are all spiky.
I know, but they're so cute.
And when something's running past you at the speed of sound, it's going to burst your eardrums.
Actually, yeah, a small spiky thing that moves at the speed of sound. That's
very dangerous.
That's haunting, isn't it?
See, when you think of it like that, Robotnik's not the villain.
Yeah,
he's trying to defend the animals by giving them armour to protect themselves from
He's just
Sonic.
meant to kill, isn't he? He's pest control. He's going in to kill a dangerous hedgehog.
I think that's it. So, yeah.
yeah.
What game world would you like to live in? Or,
pick a character, pick a game world,
yeah.
and why.
Yeah, that works for us, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
And if you continue on to the podcast, we'll see you in a couple of minutes.